another amazing top-notch episode of Dragon Ball Super, episode 56. What more can you say about this one? Let's start off the process between Goku Black and Zamasu. The connection still not clear, although they did say, or Zamasu said, they were kindred spirits. So, is it the spirit of Zamasu? One thing for sure, that's the Zamasu from the future. I guess they're sent in the future, in Trunks' future world, so that makes sense in a way. Now, come to find out, obviously, because of the title, is immortal, and later in the episode, at least if you check the preview, we know why. And you can kind of blame Gowazu and Goku. I'm assuming Goku's going to be given some information about the Super Dragon Balls. It looks like some to find out what. Again, obviously, the news have been scattered, so it's going to take some time. And Zamasu looks older in the future world anyway, so that makes sense. However, probably the best part of that episode is Goku Black and Zamasu having the strength of Zamasu himself going toe-to-toe with Goku in Super Saiyan Blue. So there's no doubt about it. From the last time they met in the present to now, Zamasu's improved greatly. And obviously, because he's immortal, he's going to have to be a tough cookie to crack. And for Goku Black, we still don't know. Because he did unleash the Kamehameha, and that was epic, by the way. And Zamasu uses immortality to get the advantage. He holds Goku and Trunks so they can't get away. He hits him dead on, and if it wasn't for Yajirobe and Mike, they would have been dead. So, props to them for doing something. Once again, is really starting to shine. She allows Trunks, Goku, and Vegeta to go back to the past at the time machine. Obviously, Trunks is trying to get from with her, but Trunks advises you to survive, which is true because they're the only ones who can stop him right now, potentially. Which is great because that means there's going to be something else to this fight. So I'll get into that in a minute. But the whole thing about this, I like the way they incorporated Goku Black to be a legit threat, and Zamasu right now can hold himself, especially. Well, actually, I give props to Trunks because he actually did get some pretty decent blows in, but it's because Zamasu's party that he couldn't do much with it. So just have to get power up. That's the fact. Vegeta's down for the count, although he did make. He did buy a little bit of time, which is epic because he elite. By the way, Trunks released a final flash, which is the first. So that's pretty cool. Unfortunately, for Zamasu's immortality, it didn't work. But Vegeta, he unleashed the final flash to give Goku a chance to escape, and then in comes Iris Memories. Then Yajirobe comes in, drags Goku and Trunks and that's where the escape plan begins. It's kind of like a similar sequence when Trunks escapes to the past for the first time, when Goku Black's about to release a Kamehameha wave, and then they said, "Oh, they try to detect him again." Zamasu and Goku Black both, and then they couldn't detect him because of the humans' ki as well, so they were interfering. I think I will say, with that, the next fight is going to be the finale. That's a fact because the way it's been built right now, something different is going to happen now. While this is going on in the present, and this kind of confirms the two different timelines between the Zamasus. What's going right now in the present is apparently Gowazu's watching GodTube, which was kind of like a reference to YouTube, obviously, and the fact he wants to become a GodTuber, which I thought was kind of comedic. But Zamasu obviously is quickly turning into the evil that he will become in the future, and the real problem is now he gets to handle Super Dragon Balls. Well, what kind is he going to do in the present? That's not just the real thing we don't get to find out, which I hope we will, is how. Yes, he said something about kindred spirits, but that doesn't really confirm how he's able to acquire Goku's dead body, which is the future. That's obvious now. And he say because use Satan's, I was able to achieve immortality. So I wonder if Goku's going to say something in the present, which tells him something about Super Dragon Balls. Not only that, but we get Beerus and the Supreme Kai next episode. So I remember my prediction: if the Supreme Kai wasn't there, and why is he not there? If we're gonna, I still think we're gonna get a fusion. That may happen. But right, it's a stronger possibility now because the Supreme Kai could give Vegeta and Goku the Potara eras, which would be epic. But it's a possibility. It's not confirmed. But right now, they need something different. Either there's going to be a power up, or like I said, there's going to be a fusion. Definitely, especially since they got Ragtag the first time. They can't do that again, especially with the tournament coming up. So, I don't know if all three of them are going back into the past. I hope so, because especially Goku's that, but as they get back up on the feet, it doesn't really look good for Yajirobe in the future world because there's really nothing to stop them from destroying everybody else. So imagine Goku Black. I can't wait to see what happens next. The animation, the choreography in this was on point from the word go. The OST is getting better and better, so that's a plus. Next week looks pretty good. Zamasu is looking for the Super Dragon Balls, which is so that's obviously how he achieves it. So I can't wait to see what happens next. Especially the present now is setting up for a huge finale to this Goku Black and Zamasu fight. So hopefully we'll get to see what that is sooner rather than later. That's it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like this video, really appreciate that. Let me know your thoughts are predictions. More so now than ever. So comment, rate, subscribe.